Lots of people out there like to say that there's only one God, and that's God with a capital G in most cases, not God with a lowercase g. So they're not saying there's only one thing out there that fits the description of being a God. They're saying there's only one thing named God. So that means there would be no pet rocks named God, no dogs named God, no humans named God, no horses named God, no gods named God, except for one something named God. What is it? Is it a god named God? Is it a devil named God? Is it a demon named God? Is it a ghost named God? Is it an ambiguous thing named God? If you believed in such a thing, whatever it is, and you told me I should invite this God into my heart or into my life, into myself in some way, and I don't know anything about your God other than that it's named God and that you claim it's the only thing out there that's named God, why should I give it such an invitation? Now, sure, uh, I'm all for inviting your God over to talk. I'm come have a conversation, and maybe I could get to know your God that way and find out what kind of a thing your God is. But why should I or anyone else invite anyone's God into their body, into their personal life, without knowing what it is they're inviting? Why should anyone invite such an unknown thing to be their lord and their master, like a slave owner? Why should anyone do that? I think the answer is they shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. I don't believe you should either. I don't believe anyone else should either. But then that's my opinion. I have an opinion. I don't think people should do these things. If somebody wants to, well, then that's their choice. That's their opinion. But when somebody goes around telling people that they have to, they're going to burn in hell for all of eternity if they don't, or whatever, threatening them with some sort of a punishment for not doing this thing that I don't think they should even do, well, then that's not just opinion anymore, is it? That's coercing someone to do something that they might not think they should do either. So, is it a religion to believe in a particular God? Most religions these days don't like to call themselves religions. Sure, here in the United States, they love to call themselves a religion for the purpose of evading taxes so they don't have to pay any. Because even though our Constitution says not to respect any establishment of religion, somehow laws got written into the books that allow the government to respect establishments of religion in terms of giving them a tax break, 100% tax break. But the individuals who attend services of these religions, who identify themselves as members of these religions, tend not to call them religions. Why? Well, because they generally think religions are a bad thing. So here's a question. If religion is the disease, if every other religion you know of, other than your own, which you don't want to call a religion, assuming you have one, and this is not talking, not specifically for whoever's watching this. I mean, some people watching this might have one and some don't. But I mean, putting yourself in the perspective of a person who has a religion. If every religion other than yours is a problem in some sense, something wrong with it, it's a bad thing. But the people who are members of those religions don't see it that way. And in a lot of cases, don't see their religion as a religion, or at least don't claim to see their religion as a religion. Then how do you know that you're not in the exact same position that you see them in? in a religion that you don't want to call a religion, that's part of the problem, not part of the solution. That's part of the disease, not part of the cure. One easy way to find out if your religion is a theistic one, has a God involved, try inviting that God to a conversation. Not to talk with you in private where no one else can see it, a public conversation. Invite that God. Don't demand, invite it to come talk with you in public. Make a public invitation. See if it shows up and speaks for itself. Find out what happens.